So we were talking about the inverse variation yesterday, okay? And so let me show what we have learned yesterday. It's about inverse variations. When you see the keywords from the question, like y varies inversely as x, or y is inversely proportional to x, or y symbol 1 over x, okay? Then you will let y to be k over x, where k is not equal to 0. And then, so normally the question will give you a pair of numbers, okay? And then, you need to solve for the unknown k. Okay, after finding the unknown k, then there will be no more secrets in this question, and all the remaining questions, the follow-up question, will be just very straightforward. Okay, so today I would like to do more exercises on the inverse variations first. Okay, so let's go to instant drill corner 6.2. So I would like to do question number 1 to number 3 with you together. Okay, and then I'll give you time to do exercise 6B, these 4 level 2 questions. Okay, so let's go to ID corner 6.2, which is on page 6.17. Page 6.17, ID corner 6.2. So let's do question number 1 to number 3 together. Number 1, select Q symbol 1 over P. Okay, so when you see this symbol, then you know what to do, right? We need to let Q is the subject equals, and this time it should be K over P. Okay, where K is not equal to 0. Okay, and then the K is the unknown that you need to find. So you need to substitute the 2 values given by the question into your equation to calculate the value of K. So you put P equals 2 and Q equals 4 into your equation. So 4 is equal to K over 2. And then you just multiply the 2 to the left-hand side. So 4 times 2 is equal to K. So 8 is K, which means that K is 8. Okay, and the question asks you to express Q in terms of P. Therefore, Q will be equal to 8 over P. That is the answer of part A. Is that okay? And then part B. When you have found the unknown K, then there will be no more secret, no more difficulty in this question, because when in part B, the question asks you to find the value of Q when P is equal to 4. You just when P is equal to 4, and then put it into your equation. So Q is equal to 8 over P. So P is replaced by 4. And then you just use the calculator, or it's very easy. 8 over 4 is equal to 2, right? Okay, so Q is equal to 2. 得唔得？呢度呢題好簡單嘅一題即係 inverse variation 反比例嘅題目啊。Okay, and then number 2. Number 2, it is given that y varies inversely as square root of x. So this is the key sentence, right? Can you see this? Highlight this. So we will let, so the subject is y equals, because it is inversely, so the square root x is on the bottom of the fraction, and then the upper part is just a k. Okay, and just write down where k is not equal to 0. Okay, and then the given pair of value is x equals 9 and y equals 8. So we just put x equals 9 and y equals 8 into your equation. So 8 is equal to k over square root of 9. Okay, the square root of 9 is just equal to 3, right? And then you just multiply the 3 to the 8. 8 times 3 is equal to k. So 24 is equal to k, which means that k is 24. Okay, so you have found the unknown, and then you just write down the complete information of the equation, 24 over square root x. Okay, but the question is not asking you to find the expression to express y in terms of x this time. The question is asking you to find the value of x when y is equal to 6. So you just when y is equal to 6, then you just put it into your equation. 6 is equal to 24 over square root x. Okay? 嗱呢度咧有好多同學咧，其實代到呢一度咧都唔知道跟住點做嘅。其實好簡單嘅啫，即係你右邊嗱，你個 x 咧係咪喺個分母嗰度啊嘛？我哋第一樣嘢就係唔中意見到分數啊嘛。見到分數嘅話咧，我哋咪乘翻過去對面咯。6 times square root x is equal to 24。OK， 然之後咧個 x 係俾啲乜嘢嘢包圍緊咧？就係俾個開方框住咗啦，然之後再乘個6俾佢啦。咁我哋就要逐個去到搣甩佢啦。OK， 咁由最疏遠嘅開始，就係個6啦。個開方啦，個 square root 咧係同個 x 親近啲嘅，咁就臨尾先搣甩，整走個6先，即係咁樣。is 24 over 6, okay? And then square root x is just equal to 4, right? And now we need to remove the square root sign. But which one is the enemy of the square root? 開方呢個符號嘅敵人係啲咩咧？就係二次方啊嘛。即係我哋點樣可以抵消咗個開方符號咧？就係二次方啦。咁而家呢條係等式嚟嘅，有兩邊嘅，我哋就要兩邊一齊二次方。Okay? So on the left hand side, we have the square of square root x. The square and the square root will be cancelled by each other. So what is remaining is just the x. And then the right hand side is a pure number. Then you may use the calculator to find it to be 16. Okay, so when y is equal to 6, we just calculated that x is equal to 16. That is the answer. Can you get this? 好，呢度想你俾個反應我，特別係when y 等於6，點樣去計翻個 x 呢幾個 step？ 如果你跟到呢幾個 step 嘅，可唔可以俾個 like 或者俾個 clap 我 ？Okay, if you are okay for these few steps, so when y equals 6, how to calculate the value of x? If you understand these steps, please give me a like or a clap, please. Thank you. If you do not understand any step, please raise your hand or type in the chat room. 如果你有邊個 step 係唔 OK 要講多次嘅話咧，可唔可以舉個手或者係喺 chat room 裏邊打出嚟 ？Any raise hand? Okay, good. Thank you. 嗱，大家跟到喎，因為呢啲咧，即係後邊，即係特別係後邊呢幾個 step 咧，其實唔單止係呢一課喎，好多時我哋即係轉 subject 啊嘅時候咧，我哋都係咁樣做噶嘛。但係有啲轉 subject 嘅題目咧，好多堂都係錯緊嘅時候咧，我就特別留意呢啲，即係點樣去整走啲分數啊，點樣去整走啲 square root 啊，咁樣樣啦。OK? All right. Next one. About percentage change. Question number 3. 呢個係最麻煩嘅啦，即係呢一課裏邊最麻煩嘅題目咧，就係關於 percentage change 嘅。我自己覺得啊，其他啲題目咧，我自己覺得真係冇乜難度嘅。最麻煩就係 percentage change。但 percentage change 咧，咁都係只不過係煩啲嘅啫。咁咧，即係一定係有得跟嘅，明唔明白？即係唔會話完全做唔到嘅，你都唔需要解題添嘅，其實根本就係嘛？你見親佢係乜嘢嘢，跟住有啲乜嘢開始有個 change 嘅，跟住就揾咗嗰個先，然之後再揾個 percentage change in 另外一個咁樣樣。Okay, so number 3, it's given that y is inversely proportional to x squared. So this is the key sentence, right? And we can set up an equation from this sentence, we will let y to be, so this time is inversely 即係反比例啦。Okay, so it is a fraction, and then the upper part is k, and the lower part, because it is inversely proportional to x squared, so it should be x squared here. Okay, so where k is not equal to 0， 好黐咗佢先。好啦，今次咧係關於 percentage change 嘅問題。OK， 咁所以咧我哋係要用嗰啲 old x、old y 嗰啲啦，係嘛？好 ，old x is equal to x. It's always like this. And then old y is equal to y. It's always like this, but y can be written as k over x squared. Can you see this? OK， 舊嗰兩個好簡單嘅啫，即係照抄嘢嘅啫，得唔得？新嘅第一個，邊個做第一個咧？就係題目話俾你聽邊個有轉變嘅，邊個有 percentage change 嘅，就嗰個做第一個。佢哋話 if x decreases by 20%， 好啦，就係 x 啦。So we are going to find a new x first. It's equal to how is the change? What is the change? It is decreases by 20%. So it should be x times. Because it is decrease, so it should be 1 minus by 20%. So it should be 1 minus 20%. Okay? And it should be equal to 0.8x. So our new x is equal to 0.8x. Finally, we can find the new y. Okay? New y is equal to, using the formula, y is equal to k over x squared, right? So new y is equal to k over new x bracket square. Okay, it's always like this. 將嗰啲 y 轉咗做 new y， 將個 x 轉咗做 new x， 就係咁嘅啫。But we have already found the new x to be 0.8x. So we just change the new x to be 0.8x bracket square. OK， 跟到我，跟住要點啊？跟住就要將個 square 分俾個數字同埋分俾個 x 㗎噃。OK， so it should be the 0.8 can share this square. The x can also get the square like this. 跟住要點啊？跟住要最小心嘅就係呢度啦，最容易錯嘅就係呢度。跟住我哋要分開數字還數字，英文字母還英文字母。OK， 即係個0.8嘅 square 咧要分喺前邊嘅，但係0.8嘅 square 咧佢喺分母嘅喎，所以你擺佢喺前邊嘅時候咧，都係要擺翻喺分母嘅。get 到我？乘以 k 喺分子嘅就係分子 ，x square 喺分母就係分母。OK， 得唔得？即係好似咁樣嘅。不過當然我哋唔會就咁空氣 over 0.8嘅 square 啦。如果呢度冇嘢，冇需要有任何嘢嘅話咧，我哋可以補翻個咩數字俾佢咧？可以補翻個1俾佢啊嘛，係嘛 ？OK 就咁樣啦。OK 好啦，咁跟住 ，and then we have 1 over 0.8 square is a pure number, so you may use the calculator to help you to find the value of this. 1 over 0.8 square 係幾多嚟㗎？死啦！呢度冇計數機添。係咪咁啊？係咪25 over 16啊？4 square. Yes. Okay. And then the k over x square will be changed to the old y. That is y here. Okay, so it should be 25 over 16 times y, or just like this. Okay, so this is the new y. Now we have found the new y. So we can answer the question. We can go back to answer the question. The percentage change in y is equal to the new y minus old y divided by old y times 100%. But what is our new y? Is 25 over 16 times y. And then our old y will be just y. And then old y is y times 100%。其實你呢度咧，你都可以即係將個25 over 16咧變咗做呢一個嘅分數都得嘅。OK， 原來有計數機喎，撳先啊，25 over 16都係㗎，5除16， 1.5625嚟嘅，係嘛 ？OK， 咁我哋要寫翻1.5625啦，得唔得？冇所謂嘅，分數得嘅。And then on the upper part, these two terms must be like terms, so you can calculate the like terms. 1.5625y minus 1y is just 0.5625y, and then divided by y times 100%. Then the upper y and the lower y will be cancelled by each other. So what is remaining is just 0.5625 and then times 100%. Finally, just multiply the two numbers together. It should be 56.25%. And that is the percentage change in y. So it is a positive percentage change. So it should be an increase. Y is increased by 56.25%. Okay, but you just find this will be okay. Okay, 好，呢度有冇問題 ？Can you follow up to this stage？ 最難係呢隻㗎啦，最難係 percentage change 㗎啦，得唔得？不過咧就係頭先我所講啦，其實每一次嘅步驟係一模一樣嘅，你只要記得啲步驟去到邊一個位要做啲乜嘢嘢嘅話咧，就一定做到㗎啦。OK， 咁通常percentage change 咧就會喺 MC 嗰度出嘅。Okay, so now I would like you to do some exercise. So that should be the exercise 6 point. Question number 12, 15, 17, and 18. Let's do the classwork. I give you 8 minutes. 8 minutes to start with these questions, and then after 8 minutes, I will start talking number 12 and number 15. So I think I cannot finish all of them today, but we just start first, okay? So it's 14:20 and then to 14:28, classwork time. Okay, let's check the answers. So number 12. Let P symbol 1 over Q minus 1. Okay, so we are going to let P equals K over Q minus 1, where K is not equal to 0. Okay, this is part A. And then because when Q is equal to 3, P is equal to 3. So we just put the pair of numbers P equals 3, okay, into our equation. So 3 is equal to K over 3 minus 1. So 3 equals K over 2. So 3 times 2 is equal to K. 6 is K, so K is 6. Okay, and then just write down the complete information of the equation. So P is equal to K, so that is 6 over Q minus 1. That is the answer of part A. Can you get this? And then part B, find the value of Q when P is equal to 4. So just when P is equal to 4, then put it into our equation. 4 is equal to 6 over Q minus 1. And again, this is the right-hand side is a fraction, just one single fraction. So we are ready to multiply the Q minus 1 to the left-hand side. So 4 times q minus 1 is equal to 6. And then expand all the bracket. 4q minus 4 is equal to 6. And add the 4 to the right-hand side. 4q is equal to 6 plus 4, that is 10. And then divide the 4 to the right-hand side. Q is equal to 10 over 4. And then simplify your fraction. So that should be 5 over 2. Okay, so that is the answer of part B. Can you get this? And then number 15. Number 15. Suppose y varies inversely as the square of x。嗱，小心啲呢啲啊，佢用個英文字 the square of x 呢啲咧，成日都係陰你哋嘅，咁啊唔好俾佢陰到啦。即係 let y equals this time is inversely, so it should be a fraction. It's k over what? Is the square of x, that is x squared. Okay, and then where k is not, that's right, not equal to 0. Okay, and then when x is equal to 3, y is equal to a. This time we put x equals 3, y equals a into our equation. So a is equal to k over 3 squared. So that is a is equal to k over 9, or 9a is equal to k. This time we have two unknowns. We have unknown a and unknown k. So we are not ready to find the value of k and a now. Okay, so we will label this to be equation 1 first. So we need another equation. We need to have equation 2, and then we need the second information. That is when x equals 4, y equals a minus 7. So we put x equals 4, y equals a minus 7 into our equation again. So a minus 7 is equal to k over 4 squared. A minus 7 is equal to k over 16. Okay, and then multiply with 16. 16 times a minus 7 is equal to k. Or 16a minus 16 times 7 should be 112 is equal to k. And then we label this to be equation 2. Can you get this? And now we have equation 1 and equation 2. And can you see that from equation 1, k is already the subject of this equation. So we are ready to substitute equation 1 into equation 2. Okay, so sub 1 into 2. Equation 2 is 16a minus 112 is equal to k. But k should be replaced by 9a because it is from equation 1. Okay, and then subtract the 9a to the left-hand side and add the 112 to the right-hand side. So we have 7a is equal to 112, and then divide the 7 to the right-hand side, and we will get a equals 16. Am I correct? Yes. So a is equal to 16. And that is the answer of part A. Because the question just asked you to find the value of the constant a. And now we have found that a is equal to 16. Okay? And then in part B, 跟住心水清嘅同學咧，就會記得我哋其實有一式、二式，有兩個未知數，有 A 有 K。我哋而家只不過係揾咗個 A 啫。其實揾完個 A 之後咧，我哋已經好 ready 揾埋個 K 出嚟啦，係嘛？咁所以咧，我哋揾埋出嚟先。Sub A equals 16 into equation 1. 9 times 16 is equal to K. So K is just equal to 144. Okay? And because we have already found the K, so we can write down the complete information of the equation. Y equals K over x squared becomes Y equals 144 over x squared. And that is exactly the answer of part B, because part B just asks you to express y in terms of x. Okay, y being the subject, and then in terms of x. Okay, and then part C. So there is no more secret now, because the only unknown has been found. Okay, find the value of y when x is equal to 8. We just when x is equal to 8, and then put it into our equation. Y equals 144 over 8 squared. And this is a pure number, so you may just use the calculator to help you. Okay, so it should be 144 divided by 64, should be 2.25 or 9 over 4. Okay, or 2.25 is also okay, both are okay. So that is the answer of part C. It's okay? All right, do you have any problems up to now? So I do not have time to cover 17 and 18 today, and then I will continue to do 17 and 18 tomorrow. Okay, so if there is no more problem, then that is the end of this lesson, and you may leave now. Goodbye.